Hello, welcome to Christopher Collier's instructional video. As a disclaimer, I, Chris, am not a technical mechanic and will not be responsible if you use these instructions. But I hope this video will help you resolve any problems you were experiencing. Thank you for watching my video.
Greetings, everyone. I'm going to make this video to hopefully help somebody to save some money. I want to tell what happened briefly. I had a drain plug go out on me on this aluminum. It's a small aluminum water heater. I'm going to blow this picture up to kind of show you the drain plug. See number 3 there? That's the drain plug. It's a nylon drain plug, and I called um, a trailer repair company that will come to your trailer via mobile unit, and I told him what the problem was because I inspected it, but he immediately told me that, oh, you're gonna need a new water heater. And I said, no sir, I already saw where the leak was coming from. Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm going to save you some money today. For starters, the hot water tank is made by Atwood. It's a Atwood Mobile Products. Here on the screen is the address, the phone number, fax. I looked on the instructional manual and got the www dot address to look up how to order the parts for it. Okay, what you're seeing here is the back of the hot water tank, and you can access that from the inside of your camper. It'll be in the bathroom, or at least mine is. It's in the bathroom, um, underneath the closet, and there's a panel. It's easy to access it, and I'm pretty sure you who are working on your own, you know how to get to this. But I want to focus on the two lines that you see going into the hot water tank. The lower line, that's more than likely, it's, you got push and pull, right? So that bottom line that's white, that's the cold water going into it. And the top line, that's where the hot water is coming out to go to your sinks and your shower. So the lines are basically, one is closed, one is open. And this picture that you're seeing, this is showing the position it has to be in when you're ready to run it, when you're ready to run your hot water. But when you're doing your repairs, those lines have to be the opposite. So I'm going to focus in on them so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now this bottom line, that's the cold water intake. I got it open. For you who know how to read dials, if it's turned the the way the pipe is running, that's open. So you want to close that one. Close the intake. And up here is water out, hot water out. You want to open this one. So make sure you do that before you get started. Yeah, this is the drain plug. It's a nylon drain plug. Somebody that's better at fixing things professionally, you'll probably give it another name, but I believe it's a nylon drain plug for this hot water tank. And as you can see, I'm gonna blow this picture up. In the threads, if you look closely in the threads, it's split. That's how I was able to identify where the source of the leak was. The water pressure was on. I heard it from the inside. It was really loud. So I ran outside to inspect it. So what I did was I cut off the main water source. That's what you're supposed to do. And I looked around to see if I could spot the problem without the water shooting out, because I would get wet. It was really, really shooting out of this, what you're seeing. You can see how it's a little drip at the bottom of that drain plug. Yeah, here's another image of the drain plug. I'm gonna blow this up so you guys can see. It's a little blurry, but I think you see my point here. See the threads, how it's split? That's where the water was shooting out, and it was coming out with a lot of pressure. And it's good to identify the source of the problem so nobody can cheat you. If you can do an inspection yourself and know where the source of the problem is on anything, then when you make a call to somebody, you can basically tell them, I know what's wrong. I already saw what the problem was. How much would you charge me just to replace this nylon drain plug only? And like I told you guys, when I asked the guy that, he said, oh no, you're going to need a whole new water tank. And I got kind of upset, but I kind of held my temper. I didn't get mad with the guy, I didn't get smart with him. I just said, sir, I know what the problem is, and I know from what I saw, I will not need a whole new water tank. And then the guy asked me if I could take a picture of what you're seeing right now and send it to him. Yeah, so I took this picture here and I sent it to the guy, and I was waiting on him to call me back, but I never got the phone didn't ring. But later when I looked at my phone, I saw I missed a call from the guy, but I didn't hear the phone ringing, so I just figured this is meant for me to fix it myself and not deal with that guy. He's gonna try to cheat me. So what I did was I called the parts place and I ordered the drain plug, and I found my paperwork for the hot water tank, and I had to read them off, who made it and the model number. So make sure you guys have all that information ready to give to the parts counter. Yeah, this is the package that the new parts came in. It was a set of twos. It was in a two-pack here, and I took one out just to show you what the new one looks like. Um, and as you can see, it has uh, it's a SVC drain plug. That's the proper name for it. It's got a serial number. They're gonna ask you for the make of the hot water tank and then some other numbers out of your manual. So make sure you have that ready. So I thought I could go to Home Depot or Lowe's and find this, just in a regular store like that. But the guy he told me, no, this is unique for that hot water tank and you can only order the parts, you know, from that company. So keep that in mind. But if you guys put in the comments that no, you can find this at a hardware store, let me know. Okay, here's a few items you will need before you get started. You want a socket with an extender. That socket, it will fit the end of the drain plug. You want to get a small screwdriver. That's going to help you dig out the old one. And I'll show you guys a picture of why I need that small one. And get a hacksaw blade. You want pipe thread tape. This is called mega tape. It's something new out. You guys probably know about that more than me. The guy at Lowe's told me, oh, this is the better tape, so I took it. I believe with this tape you can do water or gas, either or with that one. This here I got from Harbor Freight. It's an O-ring hook scribe set. I got this ready just in case I had to dig it out. As you can see, the different ends it has on it. But you want to be ready before you get started. And the socket, make sure it fits the drain plug. There'll be some more items you'll need, but I'll show you later as we go through the video. Yeah, so when I started to turn the drain plug with the socket, this is what happened because it was real brittle, it was really old, and it broke off. And this is, me showing the part that's in my hand versus the piece that's still up in the water tank. So I'm gonna show you how to get that broken piece out. This is what the outside of the camper looks like when you open the hot water tank panel. This is what you'll see. Yeah, as you can see, the drain plug is broken off still. Um, I do want to say the inside of this was all wet and I left it open and let the sun dry it out completely. So if you're doing this work yourself, make sure it's dried out completely, that there's no water on the wires or the fuses. And there is a fuse in this panel. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Where is it? I don't know if you guys can see it right there under that wire, but it's a little fuse. You want to check that, make sure it didn't pop. You want to check the breaker too and make sure that didn't pop. uh, One day I'm gonna get a wire brush and clean that rust off of there. But it was all completely wet because the door was shut and it was basically going back on the wires and everything. But as you can see, the drain plug head is broken off. Okay, next you want to take your hacksaw blade and start um, cutting the bottom inside of the drain plug. And you don't want to go in an angle. You want to try to go in there flush so it'll cut into the nylon evenly. Right now it's in an angle just to show you, where to cut it. And there is a little give on this gas line. So I did prop something under there to lift it so I can go in there straight at it. Okay, if you look carefully, you'll see the line that I made, that I cut with the hacksaw blade. Be careful when you're doing this not to cut into the aluminum. And yes, this water tank is aluminum. You want to just cut into it enough so you can get your small screwdriver underneath it to lift one side of it. I'll show you what I mean. But that's kind of what you want to have it look like right there. Don't cut into that really deep. That's very important. Okay, next you want to get your small screwdriver. Um, and let me blow this up so you can see how I got it underneath it, and I turned it. As you can see, I went in flat, then I turned it, and you can see the nylon plug break away. It broke away, and it's overlapping the other side, so you know that you'll be able to get in there and turn your screwdriver along the threads to try to loosen it up all the way back. Yeah, once you have it overlap, that's what it should look like. If you guys can see that. That's what it should look like. Try not to do any damage to the threading. Okay, next you want to take what you see here, some needle nose vice grips, and really clamp down really hard so you can pull it out of there. Let me blow this up so you can see. Yeah, I clamped down really hard on it so I can be able to turn it and pull it out of there. Yeah, and it actually came out kind of quick and easy, as you can see me pulling it out here, and that's how much thread depth that was inserted up in the hot water tank. It actually came out pretty easy. It wasn't hard at all, and I only had to make one cut. Yeah, and as you can see, I did cut into the grooves a little bit. I did cut into the aluminum grooves a little bit, as you can see, but that's why I said don't cut down into the nylon very deep, and that's why you need that pipe thread tape. And that kind that I had, that I showed you, is actually thicker. It's actually thicker than the original stuff. Okay, next you want to take a wire brush similar to what you're seeing here, and kind of go in a circular motion and clean out the grooves. Okay, and as you can see, I put the pipe thread tape on the new part, and you guys know to go have it wrapped the way you're gonna turn it in. So I guess that's counterclockwise. If you wrap it the opposite way, it's just gonna start bunching up on you. And again, that's called mega tape. And you see it says gas and water lines. So okay, this is just a hand crank. I was able to always put the new part in by feel. Never use the socket or going up in there when you're first starting it. Always use your hand to make sure you're going into the grooves correctly, so you won't make double grooves. Actually, this new part, the head of it was bigger than the original, so you gotta get a different size socket for that one. Or you can use those needle nose vice grips and kind of turn it, but you'll kind of destroy it using the needle nose. So you want to keep it professional. Use a socket or wrench if you can get it in there. Yeah, I would say it's better to use a wrench and just take your time and crank it, flip the wrench, crank it, flip the wrench, crank it. Because I didn't want to unhook this gas line. That's just going through extra work. But whatever works for you, just you get the idea. Yeah, here's a picture of the old drain plug. Let me focus in on it and show you. That's all you need to do is one cut, and you should be able to dig that thing out of there. I guess these things go out after so many years because it just split on its own, and the part that was on the outside of the water tank is exposed to heat, so it probably got brittle. I don't know what made it to split like that. So yeah, I do want to say to anybody doing their own repairs, always read your instruction manuals and identify parts, because a lot of this uh a lot of these installations you can do yourself. Most people just pay people because they got the money. They don't have the time, whatever the reason. But please know, people might try to take your money. They'll tell you, oh, yeah, that simple drain plug problem that I fixed, like the guy told me, you're going to need a new water tank. He told me over the phone and didn't even come and look at it. If he was smart and really wanted to rip me off, he would have come to my camper and looked at it and just told me anything and said, "Oh yeah, you got a cracked aluminum, whatever. The aluminum's cracked and blah blah blah." And if people don't know, they're gonna believe them and just say, "I just fix it." I don't know how much this would cost to remove this thing, all the labor and all that, but that guy, he would have got over on me. Okay, last of all, this is showing the on and off switch for the power and the gas. The lightning bolt you see there is representing power. This rack that I got up here is kind of blocking the flame. It'll look like a flame. So the switch to the right, that's the gas, to turn on the gas. And as you can see, it says Atwood on it. So I don't know, whoever's doing their own work, if you don't know where to find it, just look for the name on the switch. And the the line means on, and the zeros mean off. So this is showing it in the on position, but when you're doing any work on anything, cut the power to it, even turn the breaker off. I do want to mention that. Let's see. When you fill up the tank, after you put the new part in, the drain plug, there will be air in the line. You want to turn the faucet on in your shower, turn the faucet on in the kitchen, turn the faucet on in the bathroom. The bathroom sink is the closest to it, so you'll hear the air coming out of the lines. You want to get that air out and build the pressure back up to where it's just solid water coming through again. And you'll think maybe this is not working, but you got to let the hot water tank system run its course. It's a computer uh, configuring the fill. Once the water gets so low in a hot water tank, it'll trigger that computer to refill it and turn the gas on and all that good stuff. But do keep that in mind. It may take it a minute to adjust. I think I actually left the water running so I can drain the hot water tank and then have the mechanism pick it up that is getting low so it could restart it. You can do it whatever way you want to do it, but that glass piece in the middle, the red glass piece, that thing will light up bright red and let you know that okay, it's working. And but at first, when you turn it back on, the light may not come right back on, so don't think that it's not working. And if you're in doubt, just open your fuse fuse box panel and check the breaker, make sure that didn't trip. And like I said earlier, there's a fuse that you should check as well, make sure that didn't pop as well. Okay, with saying all of that, I'm gonna end the video. You guys please leave me a comment below, and I'm good at taking constructive criticism, and I know that I probably didn't name parts accurately, but I'm here to tell you my hot water's back working again, and I saved a lot of money. I actually if want you guys to put in the comments how much money you think that I saved on this. I didn't do a price on how much it would cost for a whole new water tank system, because the repair guys, you're at their mercy. They could tell you anything. They could say, yeah, both the outside panel and the tank comes in one set, and that could not be true. It could be a way to keep your outside and just replace the tank, and I'm pretty sure you can. But if people don't do the research, the homework, watch other videos, they wouldn't know. And I'm pretty sure you guys can do your own tune-up on these, and do watch a video where somebody's showing how to do a tune-up on these, and also your furnace before winter hits. Okay, this is Chris. Let me know what you guys think about my video, and it's up to you if you want to subscribe and watch my other videos on my page or not. Okay, you guys take it easy. God bless. Bye now.